as usual?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really notice it too much when he was struggling, and I didn't really notice that he was like that he had 24 for what was it, 7 games. I mean, obviously he's been playing well, but like I feel like we just play well as a team, so it doesn't even like. At least I personally didn't even recognize it, but that's pretty impressive.
What about him? Just he's always so steady and does it on both ends.
Man, I mean, there's just some things about him like that are so hard to guard. Like when he gets into his post move, when he gets his touch going, and when he makes those fadeaways, like that's really hard to guard. And especially because you can't just always send a double team either, because he's a pretty good passer out of the post, and like he finds the shooters around him, and he forces the other teams to play one-on-one at times, and then he gets the little things done too. Like he gets a bunch of points off offensive rebounds and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, you talk about one of those lines about just
my friend is going today.
Like the two-faced look?
Yeah.
How'd you get you got some sun, huh?
I got a little bit of sun, a little bit too much sun.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about just how hard he works on the court. I mean, he on both ends, he hustles and stuff. I mean, has he become more of a leader this year, you think? Because, you know,
I mean, I don't know what he was like the years past, so it's hard for me to say that. But he's for sure a leader on the court for us. Like he's very vocal out there. Like you can tell he brings the energy on both ends of the court, which is I wouldn't say that's a given for a mid-30s guy. That he still hustles that much on both ends of the court.
Is it easy to get kind of laser focused for this one tonight, considering kind of the way it went for you when you were at New York?
I mean, for me personally, I usually don't have a problem with focusing for the game. So, I mean, I guess it's a little bit of one of those situations where we want to get him back for what happened at their place, because that really wasn't a game that we wanted to go that way, obviously. So it's a little bit of a getting back at them and like showing what we can do tonight, I guess. Yeah.
Do you view it as like, even though they're an East team, do you view it as like a regular season revenge, or?
I don't think it's that serious. Like for us, it's more about like needing to get those games done. We've been struggling in the past with teams that don't have the best record. For whatever reason, we couldn't get off to a good start against teams like that, and then they stay in the game, and then it becomes a tough game. So I think that's got to be one of the points of emphasis for us tonight, to really go into that game, focus, and get the job done.
It wasn't that long ago, but it kind of feels like distant history the way you guys have been playing. Like, do you use that game, that low point, as kind of something that you've rallied behind to make this 6-game winning streak and all these things happen?
I mean, I don't know if it was that game or if it was just like the road trip in general, where we had some pretty decent games that we couldn't come up with the win, and then some other games where we just played bad. All together, like just coming out with that type of record out of the road trip, I think that's really what spurred us on to start this run and play better basketball.
What makes Derrick so good at shot blocking?
I mean, if you ask LA, he's really not that good a shot blocker. No, I mean, first of all, he's long for a point guard. Like he has good timing, and then like he's pretty aggressive with his defense, so he's going to be up into his guy, and like when he tries to like float it up there or like get him with a finger roll or something, like I said, with his length, he could probably get a couple of those shots.
You've been in the league for a few years, so you can probably gauge this. Have you seen a guy like him? Pop talks about him, how young he is, and yet he's earned the respect of the coaches and his teammates and the trust. He's so steady. It's only his second year.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to watch him play, because it doesn't look like he's only in his second year. He just has that thing about him. Like there's only a couple of players that just have that feel about him, that they're almost always under control. Like they really have a really good feel for the game, and Derrick's one of those guys that just knows what's going on the court, like can finish in many different ways. So yeah, it's definitely what I think what makes him so great this season.
He seems to be real unassuming. Is that the way he is off the court? Just kind of a regular guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Well done, guy.